Tuesday is a historical date for all mankind and the mathematical kind too. It is called Tuesday 22/02/2022. Now, would you look at this date? It's a palindrome. You take away the slashes, you'll get this. It's a palindrome, which means it reads, you can read it this way, and you can read it this way. One interesting feature of this number is that it is also a strobogrammatic number, which means you can rotate 180 degrees, which will look like this. Obviously, this doesn't look very much like a 2, but in the round 7-segment displays, 2 would look like this, and you turn it around, it looks like this. Wonderful, isn't it? Well, have you ever wondered? This will be a historical date in calendars. Want to know why? Since this is a Tuesday. But how do we get these years, dates, and months all in the first place? Well, to do this, we must time travel to the ancient Babylonians. Okay, so here we are in ancient Babylonians. So the ancient Babylonians used a sexagesimal, which means a system that is based on the number 60. How do they measure angles? Well, it's closely related to how they measure time. In fact, it's the same system. So what they did was take the whole sky, which has a full rotation, and divided it into 6 watches, which in modern terms you would now calculate as 60 degrees. And we can divide each into 60 parts, and we in modern notation will call this 1 degree. Each part is 1 degree. By the way, have you ever thought why they have, and we have, indeed, 60 minutes to an hour and 60 seconds to a minute? Yep, you guessed it, it's all thanks to the Babylonians. And 60 times 6 equals to 360. 360 is the number, it's a number, the lowest number, which is the lowest common multiple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Notice I did not include the 7 here because it just is. That's the way math is. Well, this is very close to our 365. We will see how the 365 got placed. Now let's travel back to the Romans. Now, the Romans used a calendar which had 304 days and 10 months. They are called January, February, March, April, May, June, September, October, November, December. Now, usually when you think of October, you think of octopus or octagon. And October is the 8th month in the old system. But how about the new system? It is now the 10th month. Well, how did this become so? Because Julius Caesar invented what he called the Julian calendar. First, he inserted 2 new months in between June and September, which he called the first one he named after himself July. The next one he named after the next Roman emperor, Augustus, which was shortened to August. And he realized that it took a little more than 365 days for the Earth to orbit the Sun. In fact, it took about 365 and a quarter days. The Romans realized it was a really accurate approximation. So what Caesar did was invent the leap year. What he did was insert a 29th February every 4 years, and bingo, we have our modern leap year. We'll now see a portion of the calendar which is actually really confusing. Now, we have come a long way in technological advancement since the time of the Romans. If technology improves, astronomy improves, and therefore we realized that 365 and a quarter days was a little too much. The astronomers realized that when we take away 3 leap years in 400 years, that means we can rectify the calendar system once and for all. So what they did was take every leap year out of years which are a multiple of 100, but put them back in for years which are a multiple of 400. Now for those old ones who still remember Millennium Holiday 2000, it has a 29th February. And for those who are willing to live till 2100, it won't have a 29th February. How depressing, right? Well, enough with all this calendar fussiness. The great Carl Friedrich Gauss, the German mathematician, saved the day with giving us a day of the week algorithm. Yup, a day of the week algorithm. Enter your day, enter your month, enter your year, and bingo, you got to your day of the week. You can save a lot of time by not counting a lot of sevens. Fortunately, I can't remember the formula here, but I know it involves integer division by 100 and 400 for the year, and modulo 7 because there are 7 days in a week. You got that? Okay, good. Now, incidentally, you put this into the day of the week algorithm, you get a Tuesday. Now, how's this for another Tuesday? Let's try 22nd of February 2222, which lands on 2 squared day of the week, which is a Thursday. Wow. And we got 2 extra 2s, which is here and here, at no price at all. Interesting, right? Well, how many of us can we see? How many of us will see 2,222? Well, that's my last question of the day, and I bid adieu to all of you.